Is your salt fake? All right, let's talk about something you use every single day. Salt. That tiny white stuff sitting in your kitchen? Yeah, it might not be as pure as you think. You see, all salt comes from nature. But what happens before it hits your table? That's where things get sketchy. Did you know that most commercial table salt is bleached, chemically altered, and stripped of natural minerals? Not to mention, it's loaded with anti-caking agents, aluminum, and even sugar. Yeah, sugar in salt. Wild, right? Today, we're breaking it all down. Where salt comes from, how it's processed, who's making it, what's added to it, and whether your salt is actually harming you. Plus, we'll look at sea salt versus Himalayan salt and find out if you really need salt at all. If you love learning about what's really in your food, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. Salt is one of the oldest seasonings in the world, used for thousands of years to flavor food, preserve meat, and even as currency. A rock salt, mined from underground salt deposits, includes Himalayan salt, which is dug out of ancient salt caves. Sea salt, evaporated from seawater, is collected from oceans, lakes, and salt flats. Refined table salt, processed and factory-made, is the most common salt, stripped of minerals and loaded with additives. Most of the world's salt is controlled by a few major companies, meaning they decide how it's made, processed, and sold. Cargill, one of the biggest salt producers in the United States. Morton Salt, you know, the brand with the girl and the umbrella. K+S Group, a German-based salt giant. Compass Minerals. They produce everything from road salt to table salt. These companies control billions of dollars in salt sales, but they're not selling it in its natural form. Let's talk about how table salt is processed and why it's nothing like the real thing. Stripping salt is extracted, but instead of keeping its 80+ trace minerals, manufacturers remove everything except sodium chloride. Bleaching? Yep, salt is actually bleached to make it look ultra-white, adding anti-caking agents. To prevent clumping, companies add chemicals like silicon dioxide, aluminum, and ferrocyanide. Adding sugar? Some companies sneak in sugar to balance out the bitter taste left from chemical processing. Sea salt, made from evaporated seawater, has natural trace minerals, more alkaline and less processed, can still contain microplastics from polluted oceans. Himalayan salt, mined from ancient salt caves in Pakistan, rich in 80+ trace minerals like magnesium and potassium. No microplastics since it's from ancient deposits, higher cost than regular salt. Salt helps with hydration, nerve function, and muscle contractions. Too much salt can raise blood pressure, dehydrate the body, and increase heart disease risk. Daily limit, 2,300 milligrams or 1 teaspoon. But the average person consumes 3,400 milligrams per day. So is your salt real or fake? If you're using table salt, you're basically eating a chemically altered, bleached, stripped-down version of what salt is supposed to be. Drop a in the comments if this shocked you. Hit that like button if you learned something new. Subscribe to Eat for Life for more food facts that will change the way you eat.